Senator Scott.
Thank you, Chairman. Admiral Bradley, General Henderson, congratulations. First off, thanks for your service. Thank your family for being here. Thank you for their sacrifice while you've served. You both are going to do an outstanding job. Number one, do you believe that the government of China has decided to be our adversary?
Senator, I do.
Senator, I concur.
So this committee has put a lot of effort into getting rid of Chinese drones in the military and in our country, and we've made a lot of progress. As you know, we're seeing drone warfare increase around the world. We've watched what's happened in Ukraine. We've watched what's happened in the Red Sea. We've watched what the Houthis have been doing to shoot down ships. So do you believe drone technology is going to be important in warfare going forward?
Senator, I do.
Absolutely, Senator.
So do you think it's really important to make sure that we don't have, Chinese products in our military, such as drones?
Senator, I know that there are nefarious aspects to Chinese products that come out, and we must be careful not to include any of those.
Senator, I would agree that we need to make sure that we don't open back doors or other vulnerabilities by we need to understand what products we're using.
So whether it's Chinese drones, computers, printers, drugs, products like garlic that's grown in raw sewage, you think it's important that we make sure none of that is used by our military, and we're never dependent on any of it?
Senator, I do resonate with those thoughts, and though I can't speak to all the details, certainly we must be cautious of anything that comes from China that would be part of our kill chain or part of a military chain of production.
Yes, Senator, I think that's something that we need to assess is where are those critical vulnerabilities and where do we need to ensure we have alternate supply chains as we look at the future.
How about drugs? You think we ought to be buying Chinese drugs for our servicemen, servicewomen?
Senator, I have to say I can't speak to the details of our drug production chain. I'm sorry.
Senator, I'm not familiar with the details of that either.
Off the top of your head, do you think we ought to have Chinese drugs in our bodies? And we ought to be relying on them when we go to war? Do you think they might hold them back?
Senator, that could be a risk at any time we become dependent on a sole source. And I have full faith in the American system, and I would prefer American-made medicines.
I've encouraged to see Secretary Hegseth announced last week that is removing CCP cloud services out of the DoD, which was added, unfortunately, during the Obama era initiative. So just last question, do you think it's really important that we continue to do everything we can to get all Chinese products, all Chinese apps, everything, drones, computers, printers, drugs, everything, as much as we can out of our supply chain for our military?
Senator, I do agree with that.
Yes, Senator, I agree. We should eliminate as many vulnerabilities as we possibly can.
Thank you.